One of the most common faults in the game is what we call a reverse pivot. A reverse pivot happens when you set up. You basically, as you make your golf swing, instead of getting the weight back onto the right side, what tends to happen is the weight shifts into the left side as you take the backswing. The problem with that is that you're not getting your weight back into the back foot, and therefore you're not building up power. You also increase the chances of your club face being in the wrong position at strike. So what we're going to do is talk through a few of the things that might just help you to reduce the chances of you hitting a reverse pivot. When you set up, people tend to set with their weight a little bit more into the left side. So as they make the backswing, they tilt this way. What we need you to do is to try and feel that as you set up, there's a little bit more weight back into the right side. You can see here how my shoulders are slightly on a tilt with the left shoulder higher. That encourages me to get into a position that's going to help me to get loaded up and into the right side. A good way to prevent the reverse pivot is when you practice, go onto the practice ground and find an upslope. When you swing from here, it's going to encourage you to get the weight back into the lower foot. So you're letting gravity take control, and that will encourage you to get that weight back into the right side. Hopefully that will stop the reverse pivot. So what we've got to try and make sure is that, first of all, you get a weight shift so that the weight goes into the right foot or the back foot. And then as you make the backswing, you want to try and see that the left shoulder gets over the right knee. From there, we've built up the power, we've got behind the ball, and that gives us much more chance to get through and hit a better golf shot. The problem you've got in the reverse pivot is your weight shifts forwards, and then in the backswing or the downswing, it's unlikely that you're going to move forwards. You'll tend to fall back, bring in the top, and all sorts of bad shots into the equation. So the key is left shoulder over the right knee at the top of the backswing. That will reduce the chances of the reverse pivot and put you in a much better position.